Hello, good morning. My name is Steven with the Z-Team OC Real Estate Group here in Orange County, California. I hope you guys are having an incredible day. Hey, I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about 3 things you can do to find a good investment property. So these are 3 key strategies that we've used to advise our investor clients that have been super helpful to them in the investment process. So number 1 is you're going to begin with the end in mind. Now, you've probably heard this from like a million books on psychology and self-development. They always tell you when you're setting a goal, begin with the end in mind. Why do they tell you that? Because it is a really good idea when you're trying to stay focused. So I'm not talking about the property you purchase. I'm talking about what type of landlord do you want to be? Are you somebody who likes to do repairs? Are you somebody that doesn't mind fixing a leaky faucet or painting a wall or replacing carpet? Well, if you are, then a local investment property is probably the best fit for you. Are you someone who doesn't mind delegating things to a property manager? You're okay just giving someone else the authority to really make those decisions for you when it comes to your tenants and properties? If you are, then you can open up your scope to investment properties all over America, because there's a lot of areas where you can really get a good return for your money. So number 1, begin with the end in mind. What type of landlord do you want to be? Once you determine that, that should help you determine the location that is best for you when you're looking for an investment property. Number 2, get your team in order. What do I mean by that? I mean, when you find a great investment property, and I'm talking about one of those properties that is like way below fair market value, when you find one of those homes, chances are it's going to need repairs, it's going to need carpet, it's going to need landscaping. Something's going to be wrong with it. That's why it's selling for so inexpensive, because most people won't want to do the work that it takes to buy that home. So you, being the savvy investor that you are going to have your team in order. And how do you do that? Well, when you work with us to help you with an investment property, we have a list of people that we've developed relationships with over the years. Contractors, inspectors, people who can do granite kitchen countertops, cabinetry, landscapers. We have a list of everybody that you would need to bring that property up to selling standard so that you make the maximum profit, whether you want to sell it to someone else or whether you want to rent it to someone else. Because when renters are out there looking, they're looking for upgrades, right? They're not looking for outdated materials. They want upgrades. So point number 2, get your team in order and have that ready so that when you go to write an offer on a property, you don't have to take time to search for quotes on things and potentially risk losing out on that home. Which brings me to point number 3, do the math. Point number 3, do the math. Determine in advance how much of a profit you want to make on this investment home before you go out and start searching for it. So let's say you have a couple $100,000 in the bank. Well, if you find an investment home that's only going to make you 1% of your money each year, that might not be a great investment. However, if you find an investment home that's going to make you 7, 8, 9, 10% return on your investment each year, well, hey, that's a good investment. You're going to want to jump on that. So determine how much money you want to earn in return for the money that you're giving out. And search for other investments. Are there other places where I could make more on my money than I could make with this specific rental property? And if it's not, then it might be a good idea to invest in that property. So number 3, do the math and know how much of a profit you want to make. So in conclusion, just to summarize the 3 points, number 1, begin with the end in mind. What type of landlord are you, and what type of landlord do you want to become? Number 2, get your team in order. Have everybody ready in place so when that great property comes up, everyone's ready to give you quotes, do the work that's needed, and you don't have to miss out on a great deal. Number 3, do the math. How much money do you want to make on this investment each year, and is it worth it for you? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. My name is Steven with the Z-Team OC Real Estate Group. Have an incredible day.